You can stop living paycheck to paycheck even on a low income. Here's exactly how. Living paycheck to paycheck isn't about how much you earn. It's about how you manage what you have. People making six figures live paycheck to paycheck because of lifestyle inflation. People making 30,000 build savings because they're disciplined. Breaking the cycle requires a shift in mindset, a plan, and consistent action. Today, I'm breaking down the exact steps to stop the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle, the mindset shifts that make it possible, and the strategies that work even on a tight budget. Why people live paycheck to paycheck. Before we fix the problem, let's understand why it happens. Reason 1. Lifestyle inflation. Every time income goes up, spending goes up to match. You get a raise, so you lease a nicer car. You get a bonus, so you upgrade your apartment. Your income grows, but your savings don't. Reason 2. No budget. Most people have no idea where their money goes. They spend reactively, impulsively, and by the end of the month, there's nothing left. Reason 3. Debt payments. Credit cards, car loans, student loans, debt eats your paycheck. You're working to pay banks instead of building wealth. Reason 4. No emergency fund. Without savings, every unexpected expense becomes a crisis. The car breaks down and you go into debt to fix it. The cycle repeats. Reason 5. No plan. Without intentional financial goals, money just flows through your hands. You're surviving, not building. Breaking the cycle requires addressing all of these. Step 1. Face your financial reality. You can't fix what you don't acknowledge. Sit down and look at your finances honestly. Calculate your income. What do you actually take home after taxes? That's your starting number. List every expense. Rent, utilities, groceries, transportation, debt payments, subscriptions, entertainment. Write it all down. Don't guess. Look at your bank statements for the last 3 months and track where every dollar went. Calculate the gap. Income minus expenses. If the number is 0 or negative, you're living paycheck to paycheck. If it's positive, that's your surplus, the money you should be saving but probably aren't. This exercise is uncomfortable. You'll see waste, you'll see poor decisions, that's fine. Awareness is the first step to change. Step 2. Create a zero-based budget. A zero-based budget assigns every dollar a job before the month starts. Income minus expenses equals 0. Nothing is left to chance. How to build your budget. Start with your 4 walls, the essentials you must cover to survive. Food, shelter, rent, mortgage, and utilities. Transportation, clothing, basic necessities. These are non-negotiable. Everything else comes after. Next, list your other necessary expenses. Insurance, minimum debt payments, childcare. Then allocate money to savings. Even if it's only $25 or $50 per month, start building an emergency fund. Finally, allocate whatever's left to discretionary spending, entertainment, dining out, hobbies. If income minus all of that doesn't equal 0, adjust. Cut discretionary spending until the budget balances. For a complete framework on budgeting and eliminating debt, grab the Total Money Makeover. It walks you through building a budget that actually works. Links in the description. Step 3. Build a starter emergency fund. The emergency fund is what breaks the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle. Without it, every unexpected expense sends you into debt. With it, you handle emergencies with cash and keep moving forward. Start with $1,000. If your household income is over $100,000, make it $2,000. This is your starter emergency fund. How to save it. Cut non-essentials temporarily. Cancel subscriptions. Stop eating out. Skip the coffee shop. Sell stuff you don't need. Pick up extra hours or a side hustle. Throw every extra dollar at this fund until you hit $1,000. It might take 2 months. It might take 6. Just get there. Once you have it, put it in a separate savings account and don't touch it unless there's a real emergency. This fund gives you breathing room. It stops the cycle of going into debt every time life happens. Step 4. Eliminate debt aggressively. Debt is the anchor keeping you paycheck to paycheck. Every dollar going to interest is a dollar that can't build wealth. Use the debt snowball method. List your debts smallest to largest. Make minimum payments on everything except the smallest debt. Attack that smallest debt with every extra dollar you have. When the smallest debt is gone, take that payment and roll it into the next debt. The payment grows like a snowball, and debts disappear one by one. This method works because it gives you quick wins. Paying off a $500 credit card in 2 months feels good. It builds momentum. It keeps you motivated. As you eliminate debt, your cash flow increases. You free up hundreds of dollars per month that were going to payments. That money can now go to savings and investments. Step 5. Increase your income. You can only cut expenses so far. At some point, you need to earn more. Ask for a raise. If you've been at your job for a year or more and you're performing well, ask for a raise. Research what others in your role earn. Present your case professionally. The worst they can say is no. Learn a high-income skill. Skills like sales, coding, digital marketing, graphic design, and copywriting pay well. Invest time in learning one. Take free courses on YouTube, Coursera, or Udemy. Build a portfolio. Start freelancing. Start a side hustle. Deliver food, drive for a rideshare service, freelance your skills, mow lawns, clean houses, walk dogs. A few extra hours per week can add $300 to $1,000 per month. Sell stuff. Look around your house. What are you not using? Electronics, furniture, clothes, tools, sell it. A weekend garage sale or a few Facebook marketplace listings can generate hundreds of dollars. Every extra dollar you earn accelerates your progress. Use it to build your emergency fund, pay off debt, or start investing. Step 6. Automate your savings. Once you have a starter emergency fund and you're making progress on debt, automate your savings. Set up automatic transfers from your checking account to your savings account every payday. Even if it's only $50 per paycheck, automate it. You won't miss what you don't see. Over time, increase the amount. When you get a raise, increase your automatic transfer before you increase your spending. When you eliminate a debt, redirect that payment to savings. Automation removes willpower from the equation. You're not deciding whether to save. It happens automatically. Step 7. Live below your means. This is the mindset shift that changes everything. Living below your means doesn't mean being cheap or depriving yourself. It means spending less than you earn and prioritizing financial freedom over status. Drive a paid-off car instead of leasing. You save hundreds per month in payments, insurance, and depreciation. Rent a modest apartment instead of stretching for a luxury place. You free up cash flow to build wealth. Cook at home instead of eating out constantly. You save thousands per year. Buy used instead of new. Cars, furniture, electronics. Used works just fine and costs a fraction of the price. Living below your means creates margin. Margin gives you options. Options give you freedom. For insights into the mindset of wealth builders versus people who stay broke, check out Rich Dads Who Took My Money. It challenges conventional thinking and shows you what wealthy people do differently. Links in the description. Step 8. Build a fully funded emergency fund. Once you're debt-free, take your emergency fund from $1,000 to 3 to 6 months of expenses. This is your full financial safety net. If your monthly expenses are $3,000, your fully funded emergency fund should be $9,000 to $18,000. This fund protects you from job loss, medical emergencies, car replacements, and major home repairs. With this in place, you never go back into debt. You handle life with cash. Step 9. Start investing 15% with no debt and a fully funded emergency fund. You're ready to build long-term wealth. Invest 15% of your gross income into retirement accounts, 401k, Roth IRA, brokerage accounts. This is how you escape the paycheck-to-paycheck trap permanently. Your investments grow, compound, and eventually produce passive income. You're no longer dependent on your next paycheck because your money is working for you. For a comprehensive guide to building wealth through disciplined investing, read Money, Master the Game by Tony Robbins. It breaks down strategies used by billionaires that everyday people can replicate. Links in the description. The mindset shift from survival to building living paycheck to paycheck is a survival mentality. You're reacting to life, hoping you make it to the next payday without disaster. Building wealth is an intentional mentality. You're planning, saving, investing, and creating margin. You're not just surviving, you're building a future where paychecks are optional. This shift starts in your mind. You stop asking, "Can I afford this?" and start asking, "Does this move me closer to my goals?" You stop living for today and start building for tomorrow. Your next move: sit down this weekend and create your zero-based budget. Assign every dollar a job. Find $25 to $100 to start your emergency fund. Then attack your smallest debt. Cut expenses, increase income, build momentum. Within 6 months, you'll have your starter emergency fund. Within a year or two, you'll be debt-free. Within 5 years, you'll have a fully funded emergency fund, and you'll be investing consistently. Breaking the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle isn't about earning more. It's about managing better, spending intentionally, and building relentlessly. You can do this, starting now. That's Wealth Mode. If this video was helpful, please click the subscribe button and then like and share with your family and friends.